Haven't done this in a while. Dumalang Sanmarani, hello, hi. Welcome back to my Chup channel. Welcome back to my Chup channel. It is a vlog of me. A vlog. When I say I haven't done this in a while, so I don't know how things are done on here. But welcome back to my Chup channel. And welcome back to my live. Okay, this should be fine. Let's put a paw. Leave me a please. And Kotisa, let me click volume. And subscribe, please. Emihle, please, yes, Lisa. Thank you, Trey. I'm a 29-year-old. I'm getting frisky, like, what the hell? What the hell? Shoot my hair, Angie. Trey, do you know that? Do you know that? What the hell, Angie? It's from TikTok. I wonder if you know it. Don't put it on my drink and a straw, please. Sorry, girl. Not you, Emile. And the chips. 25. A 25-year-old girl. You don't know it. Oh my gosh. It's called Revenge Diaries on TikTok. So basically, like, people come up with their stories to say what they did to their cheating partners, and wow, people do the craziest things out there. Thank you, baby. The craziest things ever. So did you watch Straw? I remember you said you watched it. How was it? How did you feel watching it? Before we even get to the review, how did you feel watching that? Oh, wow. I'm a bit of a mess. I just had a bath. So I'm a bit of a mess. A fine mess at that. Yes, baby. Oh. And you cried. There's someone who Sana says I should wear Emihle's thingy. So listen, I felt the same, Trey. I felt exactly the same, because I was just like, why? At first, I was just like, why is this woman's storyline not getting better? Why is there no happy ending? I was mad. I was livid. I was not even mad. I was livid. I was going crazy, because I'm just like, what the hell? Why is there no happy ending for the black woman? Because it should be giving hope. I get what it was portraying in the end, but wow. Hello, Joshua. How are you, Joshua? Okay, I've actually forgot to take my notes from this phone and put on the other phone, so we're gonna just go by my memory. I said hi, Joshua. So at the beginning of the movie, we see Taraji waking up with her child, and then she gives her baby a bath, because it's a Tyler Perry movie. True. Very true. Very true. Black women will suffer in Tyler's movies, but I loved this specific movie. I was just like, okay. I was angry at him, very mad at him, to a point where I was just like, I'm never gonna watch a Tyler Perry movie that has got Taraji in it, because why is that woman constantly suffering? Like, no. But now that I've watched it, and I've watched a few people review it, I'm just like, okay, I hear you. Possible. This could be it, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, she gets her child ready for school, and when she's getting her child ready for school, we realize, or we get info on the fact that her child, well, she's a struggling mother, because she doesn't have money to give her daughter for lunch, and unfortunately the teachers are making fun of the child, which is very sad, because I would expect that a child, when they go to school, a teacher plays the role of a mother, you know. But now the teacher is making fun of the child and announcing it in front of the whole class that this child doesn't have money for lunch. How do you do that? I don't care if you're not a mother. The minute you decide to take on the role of becoming a teacher and educator, you have to have some level of empathy in you. There needs to be something. Like, it doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. Hi Tutuzile, how are you doing? It's my birthday. It's my birthday, girl. Hi, Alice. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Zana, where's that thing that you put on my head? Like, people need to see that we are doing the proper celebration things here. By the way, guys, these bonnets are from Makado, Kato style. No, you cannot show on the vlog, on the live. So you can't, girl. These are from, no, not this thing. The bonnet is from Kato style. So if you are in Sauda, in Johannesburg, in fact, even if you are not in Johannesburg, kindly contact her for your bonnet. Been dodging to watch this movie. Even yesterday I watched Sinners. Girl, if you are an emotional being, don't watch it. Do not do that to yourself, okay? Okay, Emily, I need you to volume. Happy blessed birthday, my love. Thank you, Dudu. Thank you. Teachers used to get into it for the passion, but now some get into it for money. Yeah, honestly, I see now that it's just for money, because how do you go and mock a child's situation? They don't have control over that. In fact, the mother also doesn't have control over that. Okay, fine. And then we also got to see in that scene the supposed bomb that the child was making for the science project, and that goes to tell us the fact that she made such an amazing bomb goes to show us what an intelligent person, what an intelligent child this child is, you know. Because the reality is, most of the time the children who are suffering, like really suffering, are usually one of the smartest kids in school or in class. So that, I think a lot of people failed to show that certain aspect of it, that child had a bright future ahead of them because of how smart that the child was. Fine. They leave the house. She goes out of the car. She goes out of the house. They go to the car. Her child is pulling her bag. And we see another thing, that this child wants a specific bag, and I'm guessing it's because other kids in school have got this bag, nani, which is another thing. We are seeing a sign of how much this specific mother is struggling. Again, no, we don't do that. Thank you. So, guys, this thing is coming off. Yeah. So yeah, we get to see that, and we also get to see what a kind person Janea is. So the name of the character, which is Taraji, the mother, is Janea. So we get to see how kind Janea is, because as they are walking to the car, there's a man who stays in the street. He's always sitting by the corner. He asked for something from her, and he didn't even ask. She just said to him that today I don't have anything, meaning she's always giving him something. And the way he's looking has her feeling so bad that she takes out her last, like literally her last penny, to give to this guy so that he can have something to eat. And she's like, don't go and buy alcohol now, please buy like actual food for yourself, don't go and buy alcohol. And then she goes in, and the landlord is mad because she's late for rent, and yet she's out here giving the street man money. So she's angry. She's like, why are you giving the street man money, but you can't pay my rent, yada 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 yada. And then she's like, I will come back by 10 o'clock to come and give you the rent money. Unfortunately, yeah, that doesn't happen. But before we get to that, I wanted to also, like, guys, a lot was going on in my mind. I've watched it twice now, so I've had time to sort of analyze it. The part where she's giving out the money, for me as a single mother, says even when you don't have anything to give, but when someone is asking for something and you know that they really need it, you feel for them, you feel the pain, and you would rather sacrifice your last bit to make sure that that person is sorted out, which is the reality of a lot of single mothers. I'm not gonna say of mothers, because this movie is specifically about single mothers and not just the average mom. So if you are a mom who is not a single mom, I'm sorry, it's no, like, we're not trying to sideline you or anything, ne? Let me go back to the comments. I used to have a teacher in lower grades who used to bully me about my weight. That is so sad, Alice, honestly, because why are you a teacher if you are going to be so mean? Why it doesn't make sense. That's the worst, Alice. It is. And I'm so sorry, man, Alice. I hope you were able to have it addressed, or even if you weren't, I hope that you managed to heal from it, because it can do a lot of damage to a person. Happy birthday, Mushle. Thank you, Ma'am Lindy. And hi. Happy Sunday, everyone. Happy Sunday. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Ntako. How are you doing? My mother always packs extra lunch for other kids, and every month when she gets paid, there is something for the struggling kids at her school. Oh, God bless your mother's heart. Hey, honestly, we need more people like her. We really need more people like your mom. Hey, everybody greeting each other there. Struggling people know the pain, so they help. Yes, they know the pain, so they always go out and help. Okay, fine. So we see Chanea dropping off her child at school, and she goes to work. When she goes to work, we can already see, we meet the manager, and already he is a mean man, like mean, because she helps this other lady, and the lady pays with the wrong card. Chanea tells her, listen, we don't accept these types of cards, and the woman just throws a tantrum and throws a Coke. I think it was a Coke. The woman throws a Coke on the floor. This manager gets angry at Janea, not at the lady who was paying with the card that she shouldn't be paying with. Fine. The manager gets angry and sends her and tells her to go to the back at the office. I think, if I remember correctly, I think he was saying she must go and get the mop to wipe, or he was saying she must go to the back. Oh, he was saying she must go to the back and get the mop, actually. And then after that, she goes to the back. She's with her friend who's also working in the same superstore. So they're working at a supermarket. They both working there, and the friend clearly knows the struggles of Janea, and she offers her a bit of her money. She's like, girl, take this money. And Janea is just like, no, you need this money just as much as I need it, so I'm not going to take your money. And this one's like, no, but I do have some spare to give you. And she says no. And then she gets a call, which at the beginning of this movie we think is from the school. That's what we hear. We see she's getting a call from the school, and the school is saying she needs to come and give that money, that $40, nani, and her daughter is not okay. She needs to fetch her daughter and take her to the hospital. Yeah, I think that's what was happening. Sorry guys, for those who watched, there's gonna be some bits that I forgot, but the important bits I definitely remember. And then the boss walks in while she's still on the phone. He's like, you are still here? And then she's like, I'm sorry, it's my daughter's school. He goes wild. He's like, I don't give a damn if it's your daughter's school or if it's the president or what, but you are on the phone and you are at work. What is your problem? And then she begs him. She's like, I need to go to my daughter's school for like 30 minutes. Please, I'm going to be back. And somehow, he agrees. Wow, what a shocker. He agrees that she goes, and then she asks for her salary, because she's supposed to be getting paid that same day, so she's supposed to get her check. So she asks for her salary, and he's like, no, I have to now go do your job, so I'm not going to give you your money. Which is weird to me, guys. Kanti, I'm a manager. I say, America, don't they work? Just because you're a manager, are you not supposed to actually do the work that everybody else does? Because when you're a manager, very much confused by that, because here in South Africa, even if you're a manager, you go behind the till and you work at the till. So weird. But anyway, he lets her go. She goes, she gets to the school. When she gets to the school, there's a social worker and the school principal. I think that's the school principal. I think it's the school principal. They taking the child away, and they're saying she always, like, the child is always pitching up dirty, the child is always hungry, so, and also the child has got bruises, the bruises which were explained in the first scene where she was washing the child was asking her mom, "Mommy, I can bath myself, can I please bath myself?" And she says, "No, you can't bath yourself, because the last time you tried that, you fell and you hurt yourself." So now she's got scars at the back because she got hurt after she tried to bath herself. But that school principal has now made it seem like Janaea is hitting her child. By the way, the child's name is Aria. She makes it seem like Janaea is hitting her child. So that's why the social workers are taking her. And then she has like this outburst of, she's like, "You taking my child." She, like, it's clicking into her, Guti, "Are you taking my child? Are you for real right now? You are taking my child. This child needs me." She's only calm when she's with me, and when she loses her calm, she has her seizures, or she gets sick, and then I have to take her to the hospital. "Please don't do this, please don't take my child away." Nah, they take the child and they give her a card where the social workers are like, "We've got your details, we will keep in contact." Let's pause and read the comments. Happy birthday, my friend. Thank you, friend. Okay, Luz, greeting everyone. Shame she's tired. She's tired, yo. She's had a hectic week. And then she leaves the school. When she leaves the school, wow, it's raining. About to show us that when it rains, it pours, and the rain is literally pouring in the literal sense, and it's about to pour in her life in the figurative sense. Like, it's crazy how he did that, hey? And I think also, guys, if you are someone who is over analytical and is constantly looking at the loopholes of the editing, of the scene changes, of, hey, why didn't we see this? This is not the movie for you, because there was a lot of editing and scene change errors, a lot. I don't know how on earth Tyler Perry did that mess, but he did it. It was messed up when it comes to that. There's a lot of things that if you are someone who's very analytical, you are like, okay, but Njani, like, yeah, well, sharp. It starts to rain, and she's now driving back to the school. Oh, before going to the school, she went to the bank to try and cash out the $47 that she had on her account. But now in that bank, there's a specific law, so you cannot withdraw money if it's under a specific amount. So her money was under that amount. I'm guessing it's like $50 or something. Her money was under that amount, and she just needed $40, guys. $40, but she was not allowed to cash it out, which is weird to me. You are telling me that I can't get, let's say, 40 rand. I can't get a 40 rand because when your standards are, I need to have 50 rand on the account. 50 rand to do what with it? Why is it staying on the app? It's my money, must, like, anyway. This is now me operating as a single mother and not as a logical person. I'm now operating as a single mother. Shapu, so she didn't get the money from her school. She was also denied her check, her salary, by her manager. She's now on her way back to work. On her way back to work, it's raining, and this cop, which she doesn't realize is a cop, he's just driving like a really nice car, is trying to overtake the other cars, and she's also trying to do the same, and they end up hitting each other. Well, he hits her car, and then she drives off without saying anything, and this guy is so mad that he follows her, and he follows her with another cop, which is a female cop. She's now trying to report him. Listen, there's a guy who tried to run me over. I got his license plate, please help me. And it turns out this is the guy. He appears. He's like, well, you didn't know I was a cop, did you? And guess what race he is? Just guess what race that cop is. Chinea is a black woman, by the way. That man made like literal threats to her, making it seem like she's the one who ran him over, and he wanted to go wild on her, like he wanted to get her arrested. And then the female cop is like, no, listen, go back to the car and calm down, I'll deal with this, okay? Fine. The female cop asked for her license disc or whatever. I don't know what it's called, but that thing that you guys get, the cops ask for you and it's expired. That thing, not a driver, so I don't know. But yeah, when she gives the cop, turns out it's expired. She tells the cop, listen, I'm getting paid today. I was going to sort it out. I promise. I was going to sort it out. Which is another thing that women, single women are like in reality about, is that they're living from one paycheck to the other and barely surviving on that one paycheck. Sound familiar? I was mad because I was like, why does this sound so familiar? And then, okay, fine. The lady's like, listen, I'm gonna have to take your car because you shouldn't be driving this car. She's like, no, I need my car for my daughter. When I take her to the hospital, I really need this car. And she tries to close the door, and this lady's like, listen, if you don't give me this car right now because I'm being nice to you, he's gonna come back. And he's not going to be as nice as I am being right now. Mind you, this cop has threatened to find a way to legally kill her should he see her again. What nonsense is that? Well, that was like I feel like it was more of a racist comment than it was like a cop being a cop. I really feel like that was the case. Let's see comments. Mind you, I'm still on the road driving back. Oh, at this time, I thought, Mina, yo. Oh, there was a lot of errors. Shame on that movie. It looked like a low-budget movie. Yes, it really did look like those. There's that channel on DSTV, that 139 channel. That channel plays a lot of low-budget movies. It seemed like that. Tyler does this all the time. I think he likes people to talk about it on socials. Nah. Oh, okay, I'm seeing this message now. I'll thingy. My day was good, friend. My day was good. I was a baby. I told Emily and Zano that today I'm not a mother. I'm just a baby. If they need anything, they must ask my brother and my sister. They will take care of them. They shall be the parents of the day. Today, they made me breakfast. They are making supper right now. And they do anything I ask them to do. So I'm a spoiled girl, son. Oh my gosh, my battery's low. Come on. Yeah? You just ate now, Zana. Can't money as it chips is up. And I think I'm gonna need a power bank because my battery is low. So niggas are talking low power bank later on. I've been ilapha kule bag, yeah. I think it's charged low power bank. And a cable of my phone. Did I get the cable, yeah? It charge you? No, a cable your phone, yeah, not that cable. There's another one. I'm quite sure by it. I just got home trying to cook. I'm alone in this bay in the background. No problem, I'm Lindy. Thank you. Yeah, and I'm talk my white cable. Ne? Yeah, white cable. I'm gonna be able to charge. Okay, cool. So her car gets taken. It's pouring rain at this point, and then she goes. She gets back to work because now she's walking. I'm assuming she was walking back to work, and you can just feel like you can just see her when she's walking. What's here? This woman is defeated. Like life has thrown everything it wants to at her at this point. What more can life throw at her? It's literally that thing where you're feeling okay. What more? what more? You've given me everything. My daughter has just been taken. My car has just been taken. 2 hours later, she was supposed to come back after 30 minutes, right? 2 hours later, she arrives at work, and her manager is livid. Mind you, she's soaking wet. So that should say to the manager logically, oh, this person, there's something wrong, because she left here okay. Yes, it's raining, but she shouldn't be this soaking wet. That is if you're a manager who's understanding. But also, I understand at the end of the day, she's at work, guys, and work is work. No matter what you're going through, if you want to get paid, you still need to do what you need to do when you need to do it. So the manager is mad at the fact that she's arrived late at work, 2 hours late, and he tells her that he has called someone else to come and take over his shift, and he goes as far as telling her that she's fired. And then she's like, please, I need this job for my daughter. And he's like, let me see. Okay, this is one of them. But iwasebenzisa yazi. I'm not sure. Damn. Ooh, it's not gonna work. Sorry guys, my battery is about to die, so I have to try and make sure that I am still here. So please just be a bit patient with me. And also guys, is the sound that Abo Emihle, like from what Abo Emihle are watching, is it like very loud? Because that would be a problem, I guess. No bad. Oh, Nance, I was sitting on top of it this whole time. Okay, let's sort the battery out, and then we can aluta continue. Let me read the comments. Can't hear it. Okay, that's great, Jay. Hi, Kanti. How are you, Kanti? Please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And it's my birthday today, so please say happy birthday. Cheers, by the way, guys. Cheers. Okay, Sharp. He tells her she's fired, and when she's like, okay, like she's begged and he refused to keep her job. She's like, okay, can I have my check? Because I need the money. And he's like, don't you know, company policy says if you are fired, your salary will be received in the mail. And she's like, I need it today. I can't wait that long. Nah. He's like, well, that's none of my business. That's how much like he couldn't care. So think about this now. She has lost her daughter to social workers. She has lost her car to the cops. Now she's just lost her job. She goes back home. As she walks into her streets, she realizes her stuff, all of her stuff is outside. So her landlord has literally just put her out. This stuff has got her daughter's medication. This stuff has got her daughter's science project. And she screams, she's like crying, she's like, no, why would you do this? No, I told you I was gonna come back. And the landlord is like, you think I'm stupid? You said you're gonna be back here at 10 o'clock, you didn't come back, you haven't paid me, you said you were gonna get paid today. I'm not stupid, so out, girl. So she takes the most important things to her, which is her daughter's medication and her daughter's science project. She literally leaves everything else. She takes it. And then she goes back to her work to now be like to her boss, listen, I'm really going to need my check, hey? I don't know how you're going to do it, but I need my money. And the boss is like he literally swears at her, guys. He's like, you stupid boop. Didn't I tell you you're going to get your money in your check? Nah. And whilst they're talking, some thieves arrive, which is weird. How did the thieves go inside past the supermarket and go to the manager's office? So is the manager's office at a different location? Like, that was a bit like, okay, weird. Sharp. He gets there and the guy reads her name as she turns, because her name is on the tag, right? She's been wearing her uniform since morning. And then he starts robbing them. When he starts robbing them, Now what, like the part that is just like, yo Sana, talk about caring for your daughter's stuff and all of that. The manager takes out the money from the safe, and this thief is like, you know what, put that money in that bag that you are carrying. And she's like, no, no, I can't give you my daughter's bag. I need the stuff that is in here for my daughter, so I cannot give you this bag. And then they start like fighting over it, Yena and this guy who's trying to rob them, Yena and the robber. And she fights him to the extent where she's able to get the gun from the robber, and she shoots the robber. Hayi Ntombo, namandla wena, you are shooting thieves. Hi, okay, sharp. She shoots the guy, and the manager immediately is like, you think I'm a fool? I know you set this up. Nah. He calls 911. He's like, there's been a robbery, and one of my employees is responsible for it. She's the one who set it up. Nah. And then they start arguing, Yena and the manager. Guess what Janaya does? The manager. I'm not gonna lie, guys, ne? She was very wrong. Very, very wrong. But when I first watched it, because like I said, I watched it twice. When I first watched it, I was like, yes, what a way to shut him, what a way to shut his mouth. Because why are you behaving like that? It's giving you are one of those people who got a promotion that you've been waiting for, and you are mean, and you're going to use that as an opportunity to be mean to every single person. It literally gives, if you've worked in a call center, you know that such managers exist who live for that promotion just to suffer people, like to make people suffer, not because they want the promotion, they just want people to suffer. Literally, that's what that manager was giving. So she shoots him and she leaves. Oh, before she leaves, guess what she does? There is a ton of money on the table, guys. A ton of money. This woman doesn't have a car. This woman doesn't have a place to stay. This woman doesn't have access to her child because she doesn't have money. Guess what she does, Uchenea? She takes her check that was meant for her, and she leaves. She leaves all of that money on top of the table. Let me read the comments. That was just cruel. It honestly was. Life is harder for us single moms. It is. I'm not gonna lie. Like, life is honestly very tough for single mothers, guys. It's your mama bear instinct. The manager was just doing too much. Yeah, I mean, I get it was his job, but whoa, son, really? Do you have to be so mean? And I would like to believe that maybe she would give problems of being late, but it's very rare for a woman who desperately needs this job to not do well at her job and not work hard. Like, it's very, very rare. But okay, sharp. She leaves with her check that, mind you, is full of blood. She leaves, she goes to the bank. When she gets to the bank is about to close. You know, almost when you go to the bank and they are closing, so they just helping the few people are already inside. So that's what's happening. And she forces, she's like, please, I really need to cash my check. And the manager sees her and she's like to the security, no, let her in. The security lets her in. I'm sure the security was mad at that manager after that. He was like, why did you say I must let this woman in? Because you just brought us problems. Fine, she walks in. She's walking in. She's carrying her bag, which has got her daughter's project and her daughter's medication. And she's also walking in with the gun. She did not bother to hide the gun or anything like that. She still has the gun. Or even throw it away, because Umntana Ngondo would throw the gun away. Even if you know that you might get caught, but you throw it away while you're walking around with the gun. I know you're going just opposite the store that you were in, but why are you walking around with a gun? Okay, fine. She walks into the store and she asks the lady by the name of Tessa, which is a new character that is being introduced to the movie now. She gives Tessa her check. And when she gives Tessa her check, Tessa asks for her ID. And Janaya doesn't have her ID. Then Tessa's like, well, I can't cash it for you. You need to come back with your ID. And she's like, listen, you don't understand. I need that money today. I don't need it tomorrow. If I could come back tomorrow, I would. But I need that money today and now, not any other time. And fine. Tessa's like, listen, company policies I really can't help you. I'm sorry. I really, really can't help you. Janaya puts the gun on top of the table. She's like, listen here. I said to you, cash this check for me now. This one goes all dramatic, which honestly, I probably would have done the same as Tessa. Tessa takes out all the money that is available there and just gives her, just throws it to her. While Tessa's doing that, Intoni kanti? Why, Emihle? Tata now is no hi. Oh, I guess this is anyway, so Tessa takes out all the money, and while Tessa is taking out all the money, there's her friend, well, not her friend, her colleague, who's also a bank teller. She presses a button, though, you know those buttons that they put at stores and banks and stuff like that to show that there's a robbery and alert 911. She presses that, and 911 then calls the manager. Let's see if there's anything to read. She's not a thief, Pella. She just needed her money. Yeah, Marastili. Like, when the opportunity throws itself at you, are you not thinking, okay, fine, let me just take all of this money and sort my problems out? Because it would have sorted all of her problems out. Hi, Junior. Long time no see. How are you doing, Tessa? Oh, when it comes to Tessa, ne? Hey, guys, we will get into Tessa. Sharp. They call the manager. The manager is like, yep, we are being robbed. So they're trying to call her to confirm if there is actually a robbery, and it turns out there is a robbery going on in place. And well, that's what the manager tells them, that there is a robbery in place. And just before they drop, she says she's got a bomb. Guess what the bomb is, guys? Just guess what the bomb is. It's the child's school project. That is the supposed bomb. Because, well, it makes sense, because she was making, for the science project, I guess she was making a bomb, because it's shaped like a bomb, and now it's doing this, like it's flickering, and it's like, ooh. So she tells them that she's got a bomb, and after she tells them that there's a bomb, they like, listen, the police are en route. And then from there we are introduced to the cops. So they move from that scene to go to the cops. The cops that we meet is Detective Raymond, who is a female, a role played by Tiana Taylor, if you do know her. And then, by the way, if you know Tiana Taylor, when did Tiana get a divorce, guys? Hebo. Mina, last time I checked Tiana, she was with that man that she was on the reality show with. Dugu, she's dating Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. Aaron Pierre. That's Mufasa. What? Shook it. I did not know that. I was very shocked. Okay, sharp. They introduced us to them. They are at the first crime scene, which is where Janaya had shot her manager and the thief. They are watching the video of what was going on, and they ask the security what happened. The security explains to them what he saw, and then they go to one of the tellers at the store, which happens to be Janaya's friend, the one who in the beginning had offered Janaya some money. She's like, I don't know what happened. All I know is that I saw Janaya and I heard some shootings and then I ran. That was it. I don't know, but Janaya would never do something like this. Listen, guys, she's a good person. She's really struggling with her child. And please help her if you can. Yeah, bo. And I think whatever that cashier said, like what the cashier was saying, sort of clicked to Detective Raymond. Maybe it was sort of like a flashback of, okay, there's something more here, or she's seen something like this happen before. Because, sorry, immediately when she says that, we get to see Dr. Raymond's face. It's like she's thinking, okay, and then they go back to the bank. This is where now the manager is still on call with 911, and she goes to the security and she's like, listen, you need to get people out of here. The people who are in the line, you need to get them out of here because we are being robbed. The security is not hearing, like, he's not getting it. Oh, he got it. The security got it, and he spoke to the person who was on the phone. And then the security goes to the people in the line to try and tell them that, listen, or it was the manager who was saying, listen, guys, you need to go. I don't remember if it was the manager and the security or it was just the manager. But I remember it was the manager who was speaking a lot. And people are like, do you know how long I've been in this line? I'm not leaving. Nah. And they're like, listen, we are being robbed right now, so you need to leave. And they were like, people are just refusing. We're not going to do that. And that's when Jayana, oh, I forgot her. Janaya, yeah, Janaya then calls the manager and she's like, listen, I don't know what's going on with this one. She's screaming and she's giving me all of this money. I didn't ask her for all of this money and she's screaming. I didn't do anything to her. Why is she behaving like this? Which is weird. How can you ask what you did to her? Like, how can you say you didn't do anything to a person? That time you holding a gun to them. Well, you're not holding it like this, but you just pulled out a gun on them. So you cannot be saying you did nothing to a person when you just held out a gun to them. She's like, no, listen, tell her I just need her to cash my check. I don't need anything else. I just need her to cash my check. And before, oh, yeah, then the manager's like, I can cash it out for you. Nah. And Tessa just cash out her check. And then we go back to the cops. The cops are now at Janaya's place. And they're speaking to the guy from the street. And he's like, listen, she's a really nice person. She wouldn't do that. She gives me money when I'm hungry all the time. Even when she doesn't have, she makes sure that she gives me. She's a really good girl. Her daughter. Now, here's something that we didn't pick up. He's speaking of the daughter in past tense. He's saying the daughter was sick. She was doing a lot for the child. There's like, was is the operating word of what he's saying, like everything that he's saying. And then the landlord is like, well, I don't care about any of that. I don't care if she was a nice person or what. I just needed my money. She didn't pay me my money, and because she didn't pay me my money as a landlord, I've got every right to kick her out. So I kicked her out. Oh, and before I read the comment, thank you, baby. So as they're doing that, they're walking out. They hear in the talent that the cops use. They hear that there's a bank hostage currently going on, and the person who is holding the bank hostage is by the name of Janaya Wilkinson, and they go running into their cars because they're like, there's no way, this girl just killed 2 people, now she's robbing a bank. What's going on? So let's go back. The Kid Project, yes, you are spitting on us. As soon as you Southern Cape, today is not the day, yeah? Long back, babe, like probably 2 years now. That was so funny because she really didn't understand that she was pointing at, she didn't. It's like, girl, you are pointing a gun at these people, so what do you mean? Hey Q. Oh, I didn't pick that up. I also didn't pick that up in the first like when I first watched it, but the second time I watched it, I was like, this guy is speaking of this child in past tense. Why is he speaking of her in past tense? Birthday kaban. Girl, it's your birthday. It's your birthday, girl. Na. It's my birthday, cute Anna. Hi Zukanye, how are you doing, Zukanye? Okay, let's continue. So we go back, and Janaya is still trying to explain, listen, I just wanted my money. I didn't want anything else. I just wanted my money. And the next thing she hears sirens. When she hears sirens, she's like, what's going on? Like, why are the cops here? Nani and and then I forgot the exact moments there of what was happening, but what I do remember is after the cops arrived, one of the people who were in the line um, tried to fight Chenea for the gun, and then the gun went off. This is not long after the cops went in, and then the gun went off, and then the guy who tried to fight her for the gun and the security, they run out of the bank, which is another thing that is just like, but guys, this is not an average bank robber. Why would she let them walk out? Like, why would she let them run out? Why would she not have locked the door immediately when she started to rob the bank? So okay, fine. The cops now have got that, must have got that mobile truck that they get into when in these movies when there's such scenes, which is like a whole investigative room. They get into that, which is the chief police, Detective Raymond's, her partner, I forgot that guy who was working with Detective Raymond's. It's the three of them. They go in there, and when they go in there, they're trying to establish what exactly is going on, and that somebody needs to speak to this guy because needs to speak to Chenea because the interpreter is on the way. And Detective Raymond is like, well, I can give it a try. Then they're like, okay, sharp, give it a try. Or firstly, the chief police calls Chenea. Chenea drops the call immediately when she realizes that it's a policeman. She drops the call, and then when she tries Detective Raymond, she speaks to the manager, and the manager is like, I don't want to speak to anyone. The manager says she doesn't want to speak to anyone. And Detective Raymond is like, can you please put me on speaker? I'll try and speak to her. And then she speaks to her, and Chenea is like, why are the cops here? What are you guys doing? I didn't do anything. I'm not trying to rob the bank. I just wanted money for my daughter. And Detective Raymond is very understanding. She's like, no, I can understand that you didn't mean to do this. It must have been a misunderstanding. So I'm going to need you to step out, and then we can talk about this in person. And then she's like, I just wanted my money, nani. And then what made her drop the call? I don't remember what made Chenea drop the call, but Chenea dropped the call from Detective Raymond. And then the manager gives her the money, and then she gets the money, and they're trying to investigate her. Like they are now chilling there, and they're trying to speak to her. Nani. The interpreter comes. When the interpreter comes, he's like, no, let's let Detective Raymond continue with this journey. And then she continues with this journey. She calls her again, and they now start speaking, and we now get to see why Detective Raymond is like so emotionally connected to this. She may not have a similar story, as in she didn't have her mother didn't go and try and rob a bank and kill someone, but she was raised by a single mother who was struggling, and she is also a single mother, so she relates to her a lot. Which, guys, honestly, I think Chenea needed someone in that moment to listen, like just someone to give her an ear. It made a huge difference. If it wasn't someone who related to the situation, I don't think, why would you do that? Hey, guys, kids, yo, even on your birthday you must be shouting at kids. Yo, hi. Anyway, sharp. I was saying, Guti, I feel like if it had been any normal interpreter, this wouldn't have gone the way that it did. Okay. Hi, RB King. Kindly subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, exactly, because no one else was sympathetic towards her. Yes. Hi, Shiva. Oh my gosh, you have got my late dog's name, and that is troubling me. Like, it's a trigger. Why is your name Shiva? Okay. Anyway, so she gets her check, and she then realizes while watching on TV, you could see, before that, the other bank teller goes live, which I think was also very key to the story, because had that woman not gone live, things wouldn't have happened the way that they did. Wait, Shiva passed away. I'm so sorry. Yes, I didn't tell you. Yeah, Shiva passed away. She passed away. When did Shiva pass away? Sometime last year, though. Shiva passed away. It was really sad, and she passed away while giving birth. I think that's the worst part. She passed away while giving birth. Okay, fine. I mixed them up. Oh yes, Konka's right. I mixed them up. Poodle is the one that died while giving birth. The dog that died earlier last year, and then Shiva died late last year. She died due to food poisoning. I know, right? She ate something, and we tried our best. Even took her to the SAP. Is it SPCA? Yes, SPCA. But it was a bit too late. Yeah. So, yep. And then going back to the movie. Oh, lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought, guys. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying if that lady didn't go live, then Janea wouldn't have gotten so much support from the community, and people wouldn't have understood her society. But also, it's like people are weird. People only care when you are now famous for horrible things. Like, people suddenly care when it was only her friend who was willing to like offer an olive branch to her. But anyway, Sharp, the person goes live and she's talking to the cops, to Dr. Raymond, and she's also talking to the people there, trying to explain to them what was going on. Okay, fast forward, she finds out that the cop... Oh. Are you gonna leave here after I give you... Okay, sure, I'm back. So she finds out that the cop, that earlier cop who threatened to kill her, she sees on the TV that he's actually there. So she's convinced that this man is going to kill her should she leave, should she go outside. And she tells Detective Raymond that listen, I don't mind leaving and explaining that this was a misunderstanding and we can just sort it out however we sort it out, but I'm not leaving here until that specific officer is gone, because that man offered to is wanting to kill me, and he said he'll find a legal way to kill me, so this will be his opportunity to kill me. So now Detective Raymond and her partner and the chief are trying to find out who was it that took her car, number one, so that they can be able to find out who the cop that is trying to kill her is, so that they can get rid of that cop and like have that cop leave so that she can be able to get out. Then they tell her to release a few hostages. She does honestly release a few hostages, and then before she releases the few hostages, one of the women there, who is quite old, asks to sit down, and she tries and she gets chairs for them, which is another thing that Detective Raymond is like, where have you ever seen someone who's holding people hostage offer the hostages a chair? Like, make it make sense too. Mind you guys, throughout this whole period, Zukanya, if you're still here, please tell your mom Uguba I'm live, so I can't answer her call. And then I hope I didn't freeze, guys. Yo, because I remember last when we were doing the lives that if you got a call you would freeze. I hope that's not the case, but you guys will let me know if I am, like, if I'm frozen. And then cool, after that, why are people like, why are you sending me messages and notifications while I'm live? Anyway, so people are still thinking that there's a bomb in her bag. So every time she touches that bag, everyone goes frantic, like, no, don't do this, don't do this. So yeah, they try and find out who the cop is. While they are trying to find out who the cop is, the FBI appears, and the FBI is known as, like, you know how there is the regional police. I think why are you doing that? So, okay, please support Corin. What's that? RP King. Like and subscribe done. Thank you so much, Shiva. Hearts, thank you. Thanks. I'm too. Yeah? I'm too opaque. What's that? Good night. Good night, RP. No, you're good now. Okay. I don't know why she didn't pick up on how nervous people were getting. She didn't. Hi. I was so weirded out by that. What's he? Girl, how are you not seeing people, like, every time you touch your bag when the people are going crazy? Why are you not asking yourself, Uti, what's going on? Konge, please pause this for me because they're not watching. Or Emmy. Yo, Sana, and open the door because, wow. You are murdering us. So, okay, fine. They're trying to find who the cop is, but then the FBI pitches up, and the FBI is like, listen, we're taking over from here. And I feel like they came and they ruined everything because everything was going so well. This could have ended so smoothly, but then it's a movie, so obviously it was not going to end smoothly. Bored. So the FBI comes, they try and speak to Janea. Janea's like, I am not trying to speak to anyone but Detective, what did I keep saying doctor? I'm trying to speak to Detective Raymond and nobody else. And then Detective Raymond fights to get in. This is after she finds out who the cop, who the officer that Janea is afraid of is. She found out. So, and that officer was then kicked out of the area. And then she grabs the phone, like Nkani, while the FBI is like, no, you cannot call her, and we are doing things our way now. We're going in and we're gonna be shooting, guns blazing, don't. We don't care if she's got a bomb. We don't even know if that bomb is real, yada yada yada. Shapu, she takes the call, Ninkani, and she's like, listen, Chanea, we found the cop that you were talking about and he's gone. So Chanea is like, I want proof of this, because I don't believe you. So send me a picture so that I can be able to see. And then she's like, well, your phone is currently switched off. And her phone was switched off because the FBI turned the phones off after they found out that there is one of the hostages went live. So, and the main reason why they did that is because Sana Ellis, you are choosing the wrong time, Ellis, to respond to because now I'm reading what you are what you're writing. Anyway, what was I saying? Osana, I've got such a short memory. Don't anything that will. Oh, she was saying she wants a proof of the picture. They tell her that the phones are switched off, and the phones are switched off because the one person had gone live. And I think, like when I'm just thinking, Jay, generally, the only reason why they cut off her being live is because the community came in large numbers at that bank to now come and strike. Yeah, you better free Chanea. You must free her because as black people, as black women, we go through a lot. So free that woman. She's been through a lot. I feel like the only reason why they cut off that live is because it was not working in their favor. It was actually working against them. Okay, sharp. So she tells her that, and then she's like, well, turn my phone back on. She tries to ask the FBI to turn the phone back on, and they're like, nope, we're not doing that. She needs to release some hostages, then we'll talk. And then she's like, well, give me the picture and I'll release the people. I don't mind. And then she tells Detective Raymond is like, so if I give you the phone, you're gonna come out, like you are going to sorry, my leg is feeling it. I've been sitting like this for an hour now, so my leg is feeling it. So she promises that she's gonna let the people go, and then she tells her, listen, when you come out, you will hear my voice. This is how you're gonna come out. So she's like, sharp, I'll do all of that. Just like show me the proof with the picture. Now here's one part. I don't know if I missed this part or if it comes after. Sana, my mind is overstimulated. So fine. So what I'm saying is another part is that they found out when she was trying to switch it off, everyone was in a panic. So Chanaya is just sharing to them generally, this is my daughter's school project. And the people are like, the two hostages and the manager are like, what? It is just a project, so it's not a bomb. And she looks at them like they're crazy. She's like, no, so you guys thought I was carrying a bomb all this time? Then get evil Tessa. Oh, what an evil woman. If you are in here watching this and you watched the movie Straw and you didn't cry, you didn't feel nothing, my darling, you are a Tessa. I want you to know, I need you to know and understand that you are a Tessa, okay? Shapu. Tessa says she needs the bathroom and she lets her go to the bathroom. Wicked Tessa goes and writes on the window, would see the bomb is fake and she only has one gun. So the FBI now knows that information, which is also weird because the FBI now knew that information, but they still didn't make a move like to go in. In other movies, the FBI would have gone in because now they know Uguti, she doesn't have much power. Sharp. Okay, let's see before I go in. I don't know why she did. Okay, yeah, she was smart to one proof. Yes, she really was. They wanted to unalive her, so they didn't want it on alive. Yes, that's all they cared about, the FBI. You ask is, I'm watching on my phone and responding on my PC. It's okay, but my notification, I want to read what you're saying. Tessa was making my blood boil. Oh, Sanu Tessa. Oh, why are you a black woman and you're like that? Why? Okay, even if I would say it's because she doesn't have a child, but even if you don't have a child, there needs to be some things that you are empathetic about as a human being generally. So when someone tells you their life story and it's sad, you need to have some sort of empathy towards them. Yes, I get it. I mean, why must we feel sorry for a person who's trying to rob us? But she's not trying to kill you guys. If she tried to kill you guys wouldn't be sitting comfortably on these chairs. You guys would be held down, your hands tied, something would have happened. But a part of me, like, if we are looking at it on a realistic scale, I kind of get why Tessa's mad. Why are we feeling sorry for this person who's holding us hostage when we could be chilling with our families? We've already knocked off. We shouldn't be doing this. This is not what we should be doing. So I sort of get her, but for her to feel absolutely nothing after you heard the story, wow. So Shapu, whilst Utessa is busy going to write there, and Uchenea is telling these ones, so they thought I've got a bomb. Please call them and tell them I don't have a bomb. This is before she's shown the picture, right, guys? Please call them and tell them I don't have a bomb. Nani. And the manager, who now has Janea's back, is like, listen, I suggest we don't tell them that this is not a real bomb because they've got certain policies on handling like cases that have got a bomb, so they can't just waltz in here. So at this point, we have got control. It has become a we type of situation, because I missed telling you guys this point, because when one of the hostages, which is the old woman who had originally wanted to sit, when she started to get sick, Janea asked that the manager take her out, like she must leave and go and get medical help. If that woman, like if that manager didn't support or didn't care or feel anything towards Janea, she would have walked out personally. I would have walked out with that sick person. But that woman went back inside to go and chill with Janea. Like, Konis ba Mulana and a possible bomb, but you still want to go back. Wow. Oh, wow. Sana, you are Mother Teresa. Could never be me, ma'am. Especially knowing that I'm married and I've got kids. I am living with that sick woman. But anyway, she went back. It's fine. She says, so let's not tell them. What you will do is you will tell them that you will leave the gun and you're gonna leave the bag here and walk out alone. So sharp, they agree, so they're gonna do that. And then this is after Tessa has done her nonsense. And then back outside, Detective Raymond's is now back to begging the FBI, would say, listen, please just open her phone, like just open her phone. And she says like no, or the FBI is like, no, we are actually going in now. We've done enough time, like we've wasted enough time on this woman, so we're going in. I think this is because now the FBI has been told, Gucci, listen, there's no bomb. And yeah, the detective, because she still wants things to end peacefully, she runs in there and she's like, yo Chomi, do you have to do that now? It's okay. And then she runs to the door and she knocks and she's like, Janea, listen, it's me, Detective Raymond. We were speaking. I've got the proof for you. Here's the guy that you wanted. And then she sees the guy. And she's now willing to walk out. Or she lets the other two walk out. She even tells the other woman, it's okay, listen, you can go. You can honestly go. And the woman is like, no, I am not leaving you here. We are doing this together. As if they started it together. She's like, we're doing this together. And that was really awesome because now, for the first time, Janea has got someone who's got her back. She has felt like nobody has her back. She felt like her mother and her sister don't have her back. She was even calling them crazy. And we don't know why. We obviously know that the baby daddy is not in the picture because she's a single mother. The manager didn't have her back. The cops didn't have her back in the morning when they took her car. The school principal or school teacher didn't have her back when she reported her to the social workers. The landlord didn't have her back when she threw her out. All of this. So she has always felt alone. But now there's someone who literally has her back. Someone who's like, I am going to do this with you. I have got your back no matter what. And she asked her, are you gonna visit me when I go to jail? I'm going to take care of my baby. She's like, listen, I'm going to visit you in jail and I'm going to visit you with your daughter. Which also, guys, when I look back at it now, knowing what we know, was kind of wrong of that woman and a bit sick. Because how are you telling me that you're going to visit me with my daughter when you know what has happened to my daughter? Why are you doing that? Or maybe, if we give her the benefit of the doubt, she was trying to manage or care for Janea's mental health. I don't know. Let's see. Tessa is a spoiled child who could not relate. Yep, definitely. This is definitely a Tessa. Oh, there's definitely a Tessa out there always, all the time, a mean Tessa all the time. Happiest birthday, my baby. Busy day. Oh, busy, but my device is here. Oh, thank you, mama. Thank you. It's my birthday. You know, it's my birthday. Hey. Okay, mama's greeting everyone. Okay, Mom Lindy, no problem. I think she was trying to neutralize the situation. Yeah, I think so, Dre. So now the FBI, because I can see the hostages are out, so there's only one woman left, and Janea. That chief FBI, that evil man, you know what he does? He's like, are you guys ready? Let's go. Let's go, they call her. Her phone rings and she's excited. Oh, my phone is back on. They turned on my phone. This is just before they step out, mind you. Oh, my phone is back on. And the call is from her mother. She's like, Mom. And the mother's like mad. Which, why is the FBI in my house? Nah. And they're saying you're robbing a bank. And then she's like, no, I'm not robbing a bank, Mama. I was just trying to get my check cashed out. This is all a misunderstanding. You don't understand. Nah. And now the mother... I'm going to tell you guys what I thought when I first watched the movie. When I first watched the movie, the mother tells Uchenea that her child is dead. Me, the first thing that I think of, I'm like, this FBI is a cruel man. Both him and that mother are cruel. No wonder Janea was saying this woman is crazy, because they are trying to say anything so that she can leave there acting like a mad woman so that they can shoot her. Because we all know the FBI does not care about people. They just want to look like they've got their job done, so they just want to unalive people. So I'm thinking that, ne? And then she cries. When she cries, guys, I am still in my mind, it is still what I see. I think because now I was so emotional, because remember, I'm a single mother and I can relate so much to most of the struggles that she went through. The struggling to get to the next paycheck, the having your child, like not being able to provide things that your child wants. I can relate to all of that. I just didn't have like sickly children before I was able to afford to take them to hospital, like proper hospital care. I didn't have that, but I related to it so much because also I know of so many single mothers who experience life the exact same way that Janea is experiencing life. Yintoni emihle? Okay, I said I'm not a mother today, so my brother and my sister will deal with it. I said today I'm just a baby, okay? So if you guys hear a child crying, it's not my child today, please. And she's screaming on purpose. So Emihle, why are you screaming? Okay. Yo, son, guys, children will die and we are busy here. Yo, I keep using that word. I hope YouTube doesn't find my video. But children will, and we are thinking, they are just being dramatic. Yo. So she got, they were playing and they got tripped. She got tripped, and almost her bunk bed is wooden. A piece of wood went onto her eye. So yeah, we had to take that out. Let me read the comments. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Thank you, Mukadi. It's my birthday. Na 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 na. Yeah. Oh, but she's okay, guys. She's okay now. That's why I'm relaxed. I was able to take it out. She's okay. She's just still crying because guess she's, yeah. I'm not a mother. Today I'm a child, guys. I'm just a baby. I was literally born at 5 a.m. in the morning. So I was not a mother today, and she was crying, Gatle. Ekaleni, poor baby, now she's screaming. Yeah, it's because she was hurt. Like, Sana, we will take things lightly and think Umtana is just being dramatic, and she's actually really hurt. Oh no, thank God she's okay. Yeah, I'm so grateful that it wasn't like a big chunk. It was just a small chunk, and it didn't go like on her eyeball or anything like that. It was just on her eye. So yeah, thankfully, she is fine. So okay, what was I saying, Gonje? Oh yeah, I was saying Uguti. I thought like when I first watched it. Yo, one thing about sitting comfortably in one spot. She just wanted mommy's love, glad she's well. Yeah, she did. And I think I was the only one who'd have managed to take it out. Oh, I'm the only one who'd have managed to take it out like gently. I don't think, as much as Abokonke they care and stuff, they wouldn't have been able to do it gently. So, okay, Sharp. I initially thought this woman is being cruel to her child because this FBI just wants anything to get Janaea to come out and act out hysterically. Nan. How cruel can they be? Nan. So I'm just like, why? Like, why would you do that? And then she has flashbacks. When she's having flashbacks of her leaving the hospital with the blanket, of her waking up in the morning alone, of her in the bathtub alone, of her going to like walking down the stairs alone, of her going to the school and waving at the teacher alone, when she's speaking on the phone with debtors and not the actual school. My mind is still not registering at all, guys. My mind was not registering until I watched some reviews on TikTok. Now, please tell me which one it is. There's two. I believe the first one. I believe, and it makes sense. Especially after I watched it the second time, it made sense. That's the part when my tears were pouring. Yo, Dre, I was crying. I was, and then I went on Instagram and I was like, crying on Instagram, like, guys, I'm never watching a Tyler Perry movie. No. I was emotional. My emotions were like, Nje. So I watch, like, I hear the reviews. The first review is saying this woman's child, or actually I did say it to my aunt, at some point I felt like this woman, like her child was already dead when she did all of this, and it was just trauma responding. And my aunt was like, like we both like just shut it off and we didn't focus on it. We just focused on this. We would see, okay, Sharp, she just lost her child, she still got arrested. What was the point of the movie? Like, in my mind, her child died during the day while she was holding these people hostage, and it is because like she said, her child cannot cope when she's not around. So her child got into a seizure and she ended up dying while she was with the social workers. And I was ready for her to sue them so that even when she comes out of jail, she's loaded. Yay. That's where my mind was at, personally. Now, TikTok reviews come and tell me that the child died a day before, and this woman was struggling to deal with the fact that her child had died. So it was trauma making her hallucinate and live out the day the way that it did. And it makes sense. It was trauma that made her shoot her manager, because she had absolutely no reason to shoot her manager. And so it was trauma, it was anger, it was her trying to feel anything but the reality of the fact that her child is gone. That's the first point. Let's see, like, that's the first view. Yeah, go TikTok. Okay, yeah. It was, and her mind snapped when her child died the night before. We understand, like, it. Okay. Here is the second theory. The second theory, yes, a part of me gets it, but then a part of me is like, no, doesn't make sense. Yabo. The second theory is this woman's child died immediately after she gave birth to her. immediately after she gave birth to the child, because the child was too sickly, there was too many complications, so the child passed away, which would explain why she was walking out with the blanket and crying, and the doctors walking, like watching her at the back. So they are saying that. But now nobody's talking about how she managed to live like a crazy life for 8 years, taking, like, bathing a child that doesn't exist, cooking for a child that doesn't exist, and taking a child that doesn't exist to school. How was she incurring the expenses? How was she having to pay so many bills? But then when I now add my own thinking to try and make it make sense, it's that maybe she did struggle with coping with losing her child when she was younger, or like immediately when the child had passed away, she struggled with that. And the fact that after struggling, she got so sick that she was prescribed antidepressants. Now those antidepressants would then be the medication that is all over her house. And the reason why she lost it and started to think like that is because on that day she didn't take her medication, which could possibly be a thing. There was some sort of big event that she didn't want to forget, and so she refused to take her medication, and her not taking her medication is what led to her hallucinating. But it's a very hard, like, it's a far-fetched belief for me, the fact that the child passed away from birth. I'm finding it very difficult to believe that. I would much rather believe the fact that the child passed away the day before all of this happened, because then that would explain every single thing that has happened. Alice is saying, Dre, I'm definitely not going to watch. I'm not. Also, you didn't watch. Oh, you didn't watch. Oh, Alice, Huskies. Well, you now know what happened. You now know exactly what happened. Not emotionally strong. Yeah, I did say. I mean, I told everyone. I told even Ubusi Nyalunga. She was like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna watch it. I'm like, girl, if you are not an emotionally strong person, don't do it to yourself, because it is going to leave you in shambles. In shambles. And the next one that I'm gonna watch, which we are going to be discussing on the next live next week, well, this week on Friday, is Fractured. Apparently it's similar to Straw. I don't know why I want to be crying again, but people are like, if you cried watching Straw, oh, you have not watched Fractured. So I'm going to be watching Fractured, and so I'm giving myself a week so that I can be able to watch it, cry if it's making me cry, and then watch it the second time. Apparently my little sister Upelogazi cried all 3 times of watching it, and then Onwabile cried today when we were watching it. I didn't cry because I was too focused on taking down notes than I was on the actual movie. Like, I was analytical this time around. I wasn't watching it with emotion. Mokadi says, I've not watched the movie as well. So confused. Oh, Sana. If you are emotional, which I highly suspect that you are, Mokadi, something in me says you are very, like, sensitive and emotional person, don't watch it. Do not watch it. Oh my word, that actually could be true. I didn't hear this theory. That's why her sister and mom were crazy, because they would tell her the truth. Yes, Dre. Yes, because they would tell her the truth all the time, that, listen, your child is non-existent. And she would be like, you guys are crazy. My daughter, what do you mean she's non-existent? You get? But also, what about the bomb? People say she created the bomb herself, because remember, she is living in a world where her daughter exists. Her daughter is doing school stuff, so she helped her daughter create her science project. She did. Can't be. I'm sorry, but it can't be. Alice, please don't watch it. It will break it down. Yeah, don't watch it. Don't watch it. I've watched Fractured. I was so confused. Yeah, a lot of people are like, I didn't get this movie. But I'm gonna watch it, and we will see. Wait, if you were saying you were confused, did you at least cry? Because people are saying they cried. Did you at least cry? But anyway, yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this review with me. I actually miss doing these, guys. I realize I miss like doing movie reviews, and I think it's something I want to like officially bring back on my channel. I really do. Got after your analysis, I get it now. Oh, you saying you were so confused in what's this? Straw. No problem, I'm glad I could help. So we're just waiting for Alice to respond, and then yeah. So I was saying, guys, I think I want to do these again. I want to start doing these again more often, because also I am getting myself into not just watching the soup.
It's not soup, it's sauce.
But why is there so much of it? Wait, macaron? Okay, not that I'm not appreciative, but can you please dish up for me in another plate the macaroni and fish, and then it's also like just a small drip of it on the side, and then get everything else, please, pretty please. Thank you though. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing them again, Jay. I felt sorry for them not being able to get help for the child. Oh, okay, fractured. Okay. I haven't watched it yet, Alice, so I'm going to. Don't worry, I will. Next week, I will make sure. So you must be here next week, my sister. I'm still trying to decide on the days, though. I think Fridays would be good. Oh, Straw and Easy. Yeah, no, don't. Don't. Do not do it to yourself. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. It's 86 minutes. Well, 87 minutes now. Maybe I can wait 3 more minutes to get it to 90 minutes. But thank you guys so much for coming through and celebrating a bit of my birthday with me. I didn't actually, now that we're speaking about my birthday, I didn't actually celebrate today because I'm actually having like an actual birthday celebration, which I'm gonna vlog about for you guys. Like, I'm gonna be vlogging the preps and stuff like that for it. And also, I'm very worried. I feel like I have gained weight. I'm having a dress made for me by the same lady who did the Millennial Mom's dress. I loved what she did, so I'm having, yeah, this is fine. Thank you so much. Also, you decided to remove the sauce. It's fine. Okay, thank you. Yeah, and the meat, because it's still here, so I don't need that one. So she took measurements of my body at the beginning of Jan, but I have been going under, like, I've been stressed a lot, so I have been consuming a lot of unhealthy food and quite a bit of the percent. So I feel like I've gained weight, but I want to, from Tuesday, not Monday, which is tomorrow, from Tuesday, I want to try and go on a healthy diet. I cannot do the 21 days because it won't be enough time till my birthday, but I need to start eating healthier. And I don't want, I postponed my braces appointment to after my birthday because I was not gonna get enough time to heal, like, the braces pain, because they say it takes around 2 weeks. I was not gonna get enough time to heal now if I did it now, so I'm gonna do it my mid-July. And so one Friday may be reserved for me with a stranger. Hey, yabona le ndaba yakho ne-stranger, Alice, it stresses me out. It stresses me out. Oh wow, that flew by. It did, Dre. Like, oh, I need to watch that stranger video. Dre, she's worrying me. She is worrying me. Like, wow. Are you going to wear heels? Sabawell to see you in heels. Oh, so the sis. So the sanalam. I'm not wearing heels. My dress is, I told her, I was like, listen, this dress needs to accommodate me wearing sneakers. And she said, yes, we can. This, in fact, the dress that she chose is perfect for it. I was like, okay, sharp, good. So I still have to go look for like proper sneakers. And yeah, we'll be celebrating my birthday. I'm gonna like, from the 20th, yeah, from the 20th, I'm going to have maybe like my every other day vlogs planning for my birthday. Not every day though, every other day, because also I'm going back to the office on the 23rd. After almost 2 years of working from home, I'm going back to the office. Why must they want my work? Why must they do this to us? We don't deserve it. We deserve to work from home. But I guess a person is going to be more productive than, because Sana, when I'm at home, I will chillax, hey. Like, I've got all the time in the world. Anyway, guys, we've reached 90 minutes. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys. And I love you so, so much. Until the next one. Bye. I'll see you guys on my vlog tomorrow, because I'm releasing a vlog. Yeah, tomorrow. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully I'm releasing a vlog tomorrow. Bye, guys. Bye, Mama. Oh, I'm gonna wait for you guys to say bye. I think I'll be rude and just exit. Sorry, I'm busy loading dishes. No worry, Mukhadi. I'm actually leaving now. But thank you for coming through. Bye. Before I exit the live. Bye, Alice. You can ask while I'm still live. No. Yes, I know, Khadi. I wonder what you're gonna say. Anyway, but let me go and get stressed with that stranger video. Yes, please, Dre. Bye. I'm going to start with lives. Yes, Mukhadi, but I think I'll do the lives maybe. Oh, here's what I can. No, I'm gonna do the lives once a week, and then from the 20th of this month, I'm going to be posting a video every other day as part of my birthday preps. Yeah, that's what I was saying. My birthday celebration preps. Okay, bye bye, guys. Do you have a schedule so we join every Friday at 6:30? Yes, every Friday at 6:30. It's your birthday. I wonder maybe Gomes. Okay, bye guys.